Hello there, namaste. So Kantara's legendary climax scene, and I saw this film. Sure, think at the time I didn't know as much as I know now, so I didn't understand a lot of it. I really should go back and rewatch this film because I enjoyed it. The whole cinematography of it, and the fact that it was low budget. It was like just a very well put together film, and then they make a sequel, which has a higher budget, which is always like a red flag. You're always worried about that. I mean, heck, look, Joker 2. I already knew that was going to be crap when they introduced Harley Quinn. But yeah, I mean, Kantara's legendary climax scene. Ah! Yeah, because that spirit or whatever is just so... It's both creepy and amazing at the same time. It's both creepy and amazing. The protector of the village. That would be more frightening than anything. It's the fact that he literally struck his head on a rock. And he picks himself up and he's literally possessed. The shout basically gives goosebumps, and everyone around is just like, they know who to pray to because they know who has possessed him. They know who has taken him over. It's their protector of their village, the one they've prayed to for years. And it's his shaking, the rattling of his body. And I would be too afraid to approach. If I was him, I would not go near him without like 20 other people having my back. Because it's already someone who struck their head is getting up. Sure, their body's all shaky, wobbly. But it's just, there is a feeling that this scene portrays. A feeling that you would feel if you were in the situation. Oh, very well done. Don't throw in one person at a time. It's his acting. It's his acting. The look in his eyes. If you got to admit, he looks demented. He looks demented. There is no consciousness in his gaze. Absolutely none. This is amazing acting right here, where you look in his eyes and it's like, there is just nothing there. It's primal instinct there. Nothing else. Nothing else. And it's, ooh, freaking A. Now they start bringing more people in. See, I'm curious on how they did this scene. Was he actually directed? Now, that's the one thing I like to get behind. Like, when the scenes like this are so impactful, like, he literally looks deranged. How much of it was he directed to do, or how much of it was like, you know what? You've been possessed. You've lost your mind. You're like the director basically tells him, your instincts have gone. You're more of animalistic at this point in time. What do you do? Is that what he was given by direction, and he just emulated it flawlessly? Like, that's the thing. Like, some actors, they can be given free range, just told, oh, this is what's happening in this situation, and they emulate the entirety of what's needed. Because actors that need micromanagement, where you need to constantly, oh, you need to do this in this scene, you need to do this in this scene, you need to do this in this scene, don't have an acting range. In the end, they can't portray something so emotional and impactful. They just don't have the talent for it. They just can't. If you have to micromanage an actor and be like, oh, in this situation you have to do this, then you have to do this, then you have to do this, it comes across as fake. Here, it does not come across as fake. And I'm curious as to what happened. I wish there was like a behind the scenes type series on this film. Like, you know, what is it? The Apocalypse Now has a documentary, The Heart of Darkness, I think it is. The Heart of I forgot what it's called. But it has a documentary on the making of Apocalypse Now. In that film, the documentary is far better than the film Apocalypse Now. I feel like this, if it had like a making behind the scenes kind of documentary, it would be far better, in my opinion, than the film. Even though the film is absolutely phenomenal, I would love to see what went into everything. Sorry, it's a powerful scene. It's a powerful scene. It's amazingly well acted, and I believe it's the actor himself that is, you know, bringing it. Well, it's the actors bring things to life. Actors bring things to life, and that's one thing I absolutely respect about their role. When they know how to do it, when they can actually bring something to fruition. Because there are those actors, which I don't see as real actors, even though people get mad at me when I say, oh, I don't care for this actor. Because you don't see them ever truly do something like this. Some actors could never do something like this. Who knows? Maybe this is a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity role for him, which he just could portray it perfectly. But yeah, I freaking love it.
Whoa!
Wow! Oh. Woo! Gosh, freaking love it. Freaking love it. That's, oh, yeah. That's a powerful scene. That is a powerful scene, and it's the actor. It's the actor that brings, like, that's the thing. I can see why this did so well, why this was so impactful, why, because looking just back on this scene, you can have so many actors in that role, and it wouldn't be the same. Sure, some might be able to do it as well, but it's just, there's something about the look in his eye. Sure, all he kind of really did was opened his eyes wide, the shaking of his body. But I know for a fact I couldn't emulate that. I can name multitude of actors that I know for a fact wouldn't be believable in that role. And a lot of them that are from Indian actors that wouldn't be believable in that role. One of which I've never believed as a real actor. He's just famous for being famous. There's nothing wrong with being famous for being famous, but if you can't act, you can't act. But yeah, freaking amazing scene. Freaking great movie. I really need to go back and rewatch this because I don't think my review was completely positive. Like, I know I liked it, but it was just like there were nuances in the film that I didn't grasp because, well, I didn't know as much as I know now. I was still in the process of like trying to understand a bit of the cultural aspect, a bit of like the deifying aspect, a lot of simple things in each territory, in each state, in each village. They're all uniquely different, and it's like trying to understand those small little nuances. I mean, I don't think I'll ever truly understand, but I have more of a grasp now than I did before, and I could watch it and probably get much more out of it. Much more out of it. Thank y'all for watching. If you haven't seen this film is definitely worth a watch. Definitely worth a watch because it's definitely worth a rewatch for me. Maybe eventually when I'm finally no longer working such long hours, when I'm finally able to do more of this full time, I can actually start doing movie reactions like on the regular. Right now, I just don't have the time to edit. I apologize. I just don't have the time to edit because just seeing the scene makes me want to go back and rewatch the whole thing. But I'll have to do that on my own because I can't do a reaction to it. I don't have the time. Oh, great film. Great film. Thank y'all for watching. Talk to you next time. Toodles.
You guys got a video? It's so bad.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Wait, like that.